Learning things is pretty hard. School is great at teaching us the things that form the foundations of what we need to know to survive in the world, the basics of how the world works. But after that, you have to take control of your own learning. And for me, that's where the problem begins. I have sat there on my computer looking at people on the internet who know more than I and are way more talented than the cumulative amount of my talent till date and wonder how they became so good at what they do. I often notice the number of people ahead of me way more than the number of people that I have left behind. That kills any curiosity to learn anything new that was rising in me just a moment ago. I forget that I am in fact capable of doing new things because the comfort of the things that I already know is just that strong. The attraction to the known and the fear of the unknown stops me from even attempting to do something new. So the first recommendation would be to get comfortable with uncertainty. As of now, I write code for a living. Notice the as of now. I don't know what the future entails for me, but as of now, I do write code for a living. In the process of learning how to code, attending lectures, writing the code itself, debugging it, learning something new every single day, it is very difficult to ignore the noise, the different opinions, the different frameworks, the new big thing, LinkedIn. It's very easy to embrace the superficial stuff instead of the basics and the foundations. Now let me frame an example for you. As a beginner, you can learn React when you start developing apps. For all the non-code people, React is to web development what Microsoft Word is to Notepad. It's a bunch of features clumped together to make writing code easier for the developer. At this point, it is very easy to settle for React. Get a job in React, write React for your career, make React apps. Don't get me wrong, this job takes a lot of skill. I should know. I literally do it right now. Any job takes skill if you follow it through and it gets complicated enough. Every field is underpopulated at the top. But if you stop at this and don't build curiosity for the development itself, the coding part of it, you will make money, and that's a great thing for most people. But something to remember is that you are going to burn out pretty soon and very easily. You're more likely to, I should say. Use uncertainty to prevent burnout. This will ignite curiosity and a sense of adventure in you that will only push you forward to become really good at what you do. Only uncertainty has the power to do that. Wield uncertainty, wield randomness, and use it to not know what the future entails for you, thus making it all the more adventurous. I know all of this sounds like a lot of privilege. I understand that. You should be able to wake up in the morning and say, today I don't completely know how my day is going to look like. Remind yourself every day that today you are going to meet affable, selfish, good-natured, greedy, careless, punctual, irresponsible, or caring people. Be prepared to be surprised by people. Know that you don't know anything, as Socrates did. Imagine uncertainty of not knowing a skill, let's take in this case. Imagine this uncertainty as a black box that you can never see through or see inside. Due to the opacity of this box, you might feel dejected. It may cause emotional stress, emotional trauma, and a lot of other things. I don't know what is to come, so I'm just going to waste another day. Because what's the point? That's a very nihilistic statement, yes, but it is very convincing. It's the best way to waste your time. The sad part is that when you do this, you're only harnessing the downside of uncertainty and forgetting that uncertainty be uncertain. That sounds pretty trivial, but you need to remember that uncertainty can be beneficial too. Things could turn out just fine. Acknowledge the littlest bit of possibility, right? You can do that. When you waste your entire day doing nothing that prepares you against this uncertainty, every day you waste not acquiring a tool to fight it is one day that you let the future weaken you in the present. Uncertainty is uncertain. That means that it can be either good or bad. You never know. You cannot know. But we are humans and we have evolved to survive in nature. We are prone to negativity biases. We watch the news. It's not making us more well-informed. It is simply not doing that, but we still watch it. We are prone to these biases because that is exactly what helped us escape poisonous snakes in the wild in the ancient times for thousands of years. We tend to forget that uncertainty is indeed uncertain, and we forget that bringing the possible downsides of the future into the present is going to do nothing but harm. No matter what fate dictates, whether the future turns out to be beneficial or tragic, you are only harming yourself in the present.